Moving into polynomials, everyone, we start with adding and subtracting them, which is essentially combining like terms. Let's go over some of this vocabulary first, though. So a monomial is really just a number, a variable, or numbers and variables being multiplied together. A binomial is two monomials being added or subtracted. So the addition and subtraction signs separate these two terms. You can see two terms. And a trinomial has three terms. Again, they're separated by subtraction and addition. These are just two examples of trinomials. Okay. Now once they get on to 4 and 5 terms, we don't really have special names for them. They're just all polynomials. Okay. That's like the overall family name. Okay. So we're going to add first, then we'll subtract. And don't check out too soon because they're different. And I have to show you some different things that happen on the assignment. So basically, the addition sign between the parentheses kind of splits a problem in half. We're adding this polynomial to that polynomial. We're just going to look for like terms. Okay, so I see an A and an A, so that's a 3. I know it's a little blurry. You can just add them. 4A plus 3A is 7A. And then you have two numbers. You have -5 and +6. When you add -5 to +6, you get +1. You're done. Okay, that's really all there is to addition, but you're going to run into some different things like on 2. Okay, so you have an x in this polynomial. There is no x term in this one. We have an x squared in this polynomial, but there's no x squared over here. The only like terms are the two numbers. So what do we do with these? We have nothing to add them to. We write them in our answer. So I bring down the 4x squared. Some people cross them off as they go, so they keep track of everything. Bring down the 6x. If you look now, we have two numbers, a +9 and a -7. If I add them, I get 2. So if things don't always match up, just make sure they show up in your answer. Okay, so number 3, you can tell it's not going to match up. We have a trinomial being added to a binomial. There's something extra over here. Well, let's find out what it is. We have an xy. There's an xy. 6 plus 4 is 10 xy. Okay, now that's a y term. There is no y term over here. So I'm just going to bring it down, put it in my answer. What's left? We have two x terms. 6 plus -1 is +5, and we're done. So that's really what it comes down to for addition. And this one's a little hard to read, but it's x squared, y squared, x squared, and y squared. So this one matches up. Positive x squared plus negative x squared is actually 0. So they cancel out. I'm not going to write a 0 in my answer. And here I have 1y squared plus 1 more y squared. Well, that is 2y squared. So you can try these two if you like. This paper looks like I wrote a little crooked on it, but you can try these last two addition problems, then we'll go into subtraction. Okay, so p squared, 3 plus 1 is 4. I'll cross them out. -2p plus -7 is -9p. My two numbers are both positive. 3 plus 7 is 10. Over here, we have an x squared. There's an x squared. 2 plus -6 is -4x squared. xy, 5 plus -1 is 4xy. And finally, we have a y squared and a y squared. 4 plus 2 is 6y squared. So it's just fancy looking, combining like terms. Okay, now subtraction's a little different. There are two ways you can do this. Some people like to just, if you've heard of keep, change when you subtract negative numbers. You can do that, and I'll show you what that looks like. But the first one I'm going to show you is to distribute -1, and then just do what you did above. So we'll pretend there's a little 1 right there. It's invisible. when you distribute negative times negative, all it's doing is changing my signs. Negative 6r, and negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Now, I don't really need to look at this anymore. I distributed negative 1. And now I just add 8p. There is no like term for that. Okay, that's just going to show up my answer. Negative 5r, there's an r. Negative 5 plus negative 6, negative 11, r. And this 6p squared, there is no other 6p squared. I already took care of those. So I'm just going to write it, I'll write it in the front. And the 3 goes on the end. So you see there wasn't much that matched up in this problem at all. Just have to keep track. Okay, so we'll do another one where I distribute negative 1. That's going to be positive 2x, positive x squared, negative 5. Okay, so again, we're done with that. Time to add. X squared, 8 plus 1 is 9x squared. I'm done with my x squareds. Go to your x's. Wait, that's the only x. There's an x to the third. Okay, there are no like terms for those, so I usually keep the exponents in order from highest to lowest. So I'm done with my x to the third. 2x just has to be in the answer. And it looks like all I have are two numbers now. Negative 5 plus negative 3 is negative 8. So these ones at the bottom here do not have a lot that are matching up. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. This one does. X squared, xy, xy, y squared, y squared. Everything will line up on that one. Xy squared, xy squared, xy, xy. Everything will line up there too. Okay, now the other way some people like to do is called keep, change, change. They will say, keep this the same, change that to addition. Now you have to change all three of these signs. This can get a little messy, but now it's an addition problem. And we just add. Okay, 4x squared plus 1x squared is 5x squared. 6xy plus negative 2xy is 4xy. I'm done with xy and y squareds. I have 2 plus 5 is 7y squared. Okay, we can do another one. I know the video is starting to get a little bit long. Maybe we could try number 9. We have an x squared, x, and an x. That number has no like term, but let's change it first. If you can do keep, change, change, or distribute negative 1. If you do keep, change, change, don't forget to change that 3x squared in the front, but there's not much room to do that. So I'm going to distribute negative 1. All I did was write what's in parentheses with opposite signs. And let's add 3x squared, negative 3x squared cancel to 0. Negative 2x and negative 5x are negative 7x if we add them. And remember, that was just my distributing. Then I have that positive 1. I'll go back and circle the answers. So that, everyone, is adding and subtracting polynomials. If you need any help, let me know.